Hi, this is Izzy with 4.5 News. Today's topic is the Santa Barbara oil spill. This was a major environmental disaster caused by a blowout at the Union Oil drilling rig off the coast of Santa Barbara, California. The spill released an estimated 4.2 million gallons of crude oil into the ocean, impacting wildlife in coastal areas. It has killed thousands of seabirds and marine animals. It has also impacted fisheries and recreational activities in Santa Barbara area. Let's take a closer look at how this affected the locals and how this spill changed America forever. Here's President Richard Nixon inspecting the tar-stained beach north of Santa Barbara. His surprise visit signaled that Washington could no longer ignore the growing disaster. Here is the source, Platform A, the offshore rig whose blowout caused this mess. Wildlife suffered terribly. Thousands of birds like this one were drenched in oil. Public anger is boiling over. Demonstrators flooded State Street this afternoon, demanding an end to offshore drilling. Police report the rally was peaceful. And speaking of protests, news just in from our lobby, two very determined demonstrators have slipped past security.
Well, joining me now, unannounced but very enthusiastic, our local environment activists, Amy and Rico. Welcome to 4.5 News and also the building.
Thanks, Izzy. We figured if the oil industry gets this much airtime, the ocean deserves a little too.
Plus, we heard that there'd be snacks. Where are those? No judgment, just curious. Also, stop calling it an oops. It was a multi-million gallon oops. That's called negligence.
Fair point. So, what's next?
More action, more noise, and yes, more glitter.
And if anyone from Union Oil is watching, we've got eco-friendly pitchforks. Just saying.
Well, that certainly made a splash. Thank you, Amy and Rico, for crashing the studio, respectfully, and reminding us that activism doesn't stop at the shoreline.
Thank you, Izzy. I'm here on the coast of Santa Barbara, and seeing all this oil in the water is truly heartbreaking. Reading about spills like this in the news doesn't compare to witnessing the damage firsthand. Earlier today, I spoke with some locals and met Dale, a SEAL who shared his story with me. Hello, Dale. It was a pleasure meeting you earlier and hearing about your experience.
Yes, it was nice meeting you too.
So, Dale, how long have you lived in this area?
I've lived here for about 6 years. It used to be such a beautiful place.
I've heard it's a wonderful place to call home. How has the oil spill impacted you and your family?
It's been very devastating. Many of my family members have been seriously affected. My son, he tried to clean himself off, but he ended up ingesting a lot of the oil. He didn't survive.
Oh no, I'm so sorry for your loss, Dale.
Thank you, Autumn. It's been incredibly hard. A lot of my birds' friends as well either died or are now suffering from health problems because of the oil spill. It's devastating to watch so many of my friends struggle like this.
I completely agree, Dale. What's happened here along the shores of Santa Barbara is truly tragic. Thank you for sharing your story with us. We'll be back after a quick commercial break.
Hey kids, what's going on over here? It's Pop Rocks! It's the best of the bite. It sizzles and makes me giggle. The taste is out of the world.
I love Pop Rocks.
I love Pop Rocks.
How do I feel about Pop Rocks?
I love Pop Rocks.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm currently at the coast where the disaster happened. I'm here with one of the SeaWorld rescue workers, Dr. Caden, who has been helping with animal recovery and cleanup efforts regarding the Santa Barbara oil spill. Can you tell us a little about what your team has been dealing with out here?
Absolutely. We have rescued hundreds of birds coated in oil, and many of them are too weak to survive. We have given them medicated baths and heated lamps, but sadly, their survival rate is very low. We're also seeing dolphins and seals washing up, and some of them didn't make it. The oil clogs their blowholes, leading to suffocation or severe lung damage.
That's devastating. What changes are you being proposed to prevent future disasters like this?
We're pushing for stronger federal regulations. The U.S. needs to enforce stricter safety standards on offshore drilling platforms. After this spill, there's pressure to pass more laws.
What do you hope people take away from this tragedy?
That we can't keep treating the ocean like it's indestructible. This disaster shows how connected we all are to the health of our planet. I hope this leads to real change. We need more protection for wildlife, more respect for nature, and more responsibility for the oil industry.
Thank you, Doctor, for everything you and your team are doing.
As we've seen today, the 1969 Santa Barbara oil spill wasn't just a local tragedy, it was a national wake-up call. With over 200,000 gallons of crude oil spilled into the Pacific Ocean, the impact on marine life, coastal communities, and public trust in offshore drilling is devastating. Next on 4.5 News, River in Cleveland decided to throw its own little bonfire, except no one brought the marshmallows. That's right, the river caught on fire. Stay tuned and we'll take you to the scene. That's all for tonight. Good night from 4.5 News. Stay green!